Hey guys, hello everyone. Welcome to Rasayan Academy. Now we are going to move onwards and we see more type of reactions, ligand substitution reactions in the organometallic compounds. Right. So I think that you already have an idea about what are the basic things: oxidative addition, reductive elimination, migratory insertion and migratory elimination. ठीक है. और ये कितने टाइप के होते हैं इसके भी हमने एग्जाम्पल देख लिए. We also did some really good questions. Now we are going to move onwards to this topic. Now there are many different types of ligands and sometimes the ligands behave in a strange manner. ठीक है. So we will also talk about ligand substitution reactions, but we have some very important properties of ligand to also talk about. That is the fluxional behavior. Alright, so in this video, we are also going to discuss fluxionality, ring whizzing, all these things which are confusing us when we look at the proton NMR spectrum of these molecules. Okay, so along with the ligand substitution reaction, we are also going to explore some functionalities of the ligands. Chalo, let's start the discussion. Now, first of all, we are going to talk about this point over here. Very simple. कि जो square planar complexes होते हैं, we see the reaction organometallic compounds in a square planar geometry. So you already know about the trans effect. While we are doing coordination, we already have talked about this. थोड़ा सा एक different perspective है, वो भी देख लेते हैं. The perspective is that here we are taking into consideration phosphenes. So previously when we were talking about the substitution in square planar complexes, we only put our emphasis on platinum, which is forming a square planar complex, on the trans effect series, only those things. But here we are going to put our emphasis on phosphenes. ठीक है? थोड़ा सा देखते हैं. Square planar complexes having bulky phosphenes undergo substitution by dissociative mechanism and not associative mechanism. So you were told that okay, square planar complex is electronically as well as coordinatively unsaturated. इसके पास 16 electrons होते हैं and the coordination number is 4 only. So definitely associative mechanism is going to be preferred and that is faster, which is absolutely true. लेकिन जहां पे बल्कि फॉस्फीन आ जाता है, when you are having phosphines which are bulky, they won't allow the incoming nucleophile to attach. Rather, one of the group has to go. So you see over here in this platinum trans platinum complex, what do we have? 2 chlorines and 2 triphenyl phosphine. Now, what happens is if we try to do a bromination by replacing one of the chloride, it is not going to go by the associative mechanism. यहाँ पे association हो रहा है, the coordination number was 4 and here the coordination number increases to 5. Right, but this is not going to happen. Why? Because the phosphines are bulky. How do we classify bulky और light phosphines? वो देखेंगे हम अभी. तो इसीलिए भले ही हम इस मेथड से जाएं, ये मेथड फॉलो नहीं होगा. वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू फॉलो अ सिंपल डिसोसिएटिव मेथड दैट वन ऑफ द Cl minus is going to leave from over here. It is going to create a vacancy and then the Br minus or any other nucleophile is going to attack. So you are going to get retention, no problem. You are getting retention and the bulky phosphines are there as it is. ठीक है, ये डिसोसिएटिव मैकेनिज्म से होगा. Specifically for platinum. Okay. So, look over here. We had a platinum complex which is square planar in nature. Let's say कि हमने एक experiment किया because nickel is also there in the same group. It's also a D8 system. So when we are having a tetraphosphine complex of nickel, after eliminating one of the phosphine unit, it is going to form this fragment. अभी जो first step है reaction का, how is it going to be? How is it going to proceed? The dissociation constant for this. So let's consider this based on the different sizes of phosphine. अगर हमारा PR3 phosphite है, POET whole thrice. So the cone angle is a little bit smaller for this one as compared to if you are taking para-tolulyl. Tolulyl means it is going to be benzene and a methyl. तो अगर ये हो गया हमारा phosphine से connect whole thrice P, then what will happen? Then this is going to be a bigger angle. If I'm having isopropyl या isopropoxide, then it is 130. Ortho-O-tolulyl, it is 141. PPH3 145. So maximum size is for 145. And you know when when you see that as the phosphine is becoming bulkier and bulkier, the rate or the extent of dissociation goes on increasing. ये देखो less than 10 raised to minus 10, फिर ये इतना हुआ, फिर 10 raised to minus 5 when it is bigger, then 10 raised to minus 2, so on and so forth. So when the phosphine becomes bulky, the dissociation mechanism is going to be favored. Alright, तो ये आप note कर लेना, बहुत important point है. Next example we are going to see, let's say I have taken another metal. Now this metal over here, what is this? It is rhodium plus 1. Rhodium तो निकल के ग्रुप में नहीं है. Is it still plus D8 system? Yes, it is going to be a D8 system because it is nickel, palladium, platinum. Yes. So basically what do you see in this one? Here we see that okay, this is going to have 9 electrons. इसके पास 10 electron होते हैं, but this is having 9 electron. If it is plus 1 system like this one, ये plus 1 system है तो ये क्या है? ये भी D8 system ही है. Alright, so all of these are going to be plus 1 D8 system. Now what is the problem? यहाँ पे ये जो phosphine है, it is not so bulky because I have introduced one methyl on the phosphorus. Phosphorus has one methyl and two phenyl, so it is not as big as the PPH3. Also, the metal is different over here. So what happens is here when I'm replacing the Cl by one of the phosphines, it is shown to undergo again associative mechanism. So look over here, PME3 is going to associate first, then it is going to remove one of the ligand. कौन सा ligand remove करेगा? You can say that this carbonyl has a very strong trans effect, so it might eliminate the Cl minus, or you can also say that the phosphine also has a strong trans effect, so it can also eliminate this phosphine. Both of the products are possible. ठीक है, Cl minus निकलेगा तो positive charge आएगा. If the phosphine is removed, then no positive charge. Okay, so for a rhodium plus 1, we can say it is going to follow a associative mechanism. So for most of the compounds it is associative only, just that when the phosphine size is very bulky, then we prefer to go with the dissociative pathway. ठीक है, इसके लिए associative ही है, just so that you know. Now we are going to move onwards and we discuss another important point. ये बहुत ज़्यादा important point है guys. Why? Because this has been directly asked in your exam. So if you have seen that question on aromaticity, that when you are taking, there was a comparison of rate of reaction. अगर आपको याद हो, rate of reaction of simple substitution of this complex, what is this? I will call it indenyl, eta 5 indenyl, rhodium CO whole 2. इसका comparison किससे हो रहा है? Comparing this with eta 5 Cp, then rhodium and then CO2, because both of these are what? These are giving 5 electrons only, but rate of reaction is much faster in the case of indenyl complex as compared to this. This is going to be slower. Alright, तो मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ, मैं आपको फिर से एक बार बता देती हूँ. I am comparing the indenyl complex, this one over here, with a simple Cp complex. How many electrons? 5 plus 9 plus 4, again 18 electron system. So this is also an 18 electron system. This is also an 18 electron system. I want to do this kind of a substitution over here the same way. Minus CO2 minus CO and plus PPH3 same तरीके से होगा. This is one phosphine I'm adding. Alright, same thing. But this reaction is much faster as compared to this. Why? ये एक क्वेश्चन आ चुका है ऑलरेडी इन द CSI NET एग्जाम. नाउ देयर इज अ वेरी ब्यूटिफुल कंसेप्ट which is known as aromaticity switch. Hapticity changes in multidentate ligands in associative mechanism. So when you know that there is no other possibility when there is an aromatic species or a ligand which is given in the molecule. अब ये already 18 electron species है, ये भी 18 electron species है. What can you do if you want to add the phosphine? Let's say I am very desperate, I want to add the phosphine to this molecule. कैसे add करोगे? Already 18 electron species है. The hapticity is going to change. from eta 5 to eta 3 like this. It is going to change from eta 5 to eta 3. That makes it a 16 electron species. So same over here, the eta 5 indenyl is going to change to eta 3. That is going to make it a 16 electron species. So same chal raha hai. Now phosphine is going to add because the phosphine addition is easier now. 16 electron species में आराम से add हो सकता है. Alright, no problem. Rhodium, 2 carbonyls and 1 phosphine. Got it? Same thing, 2 carbonyls, 1 phosphine, 18 electron system. Now you eliminate one of the carbonyls and then again you change this into the eta 5 hapticity. राइट ये अभी तक ईटा 3 ही था, अब इसको एलिमिनेट करो कार्बोनिल को, यू आर गोइंग टू गेट द ईटा 5 hapticity. But there is a difference in the rate minus CO. Why is there a difference in the rate of both of these reaction? Mechanism तो बिल्कुल same है. Because when you are doing a hapticity change in the indenyl system, this is known as the indenyl system in this way. So when you are doing such a change over here, so the other half of the molecule is going to become aromatic. Let's say I'm going from eta 5, this was eta 5 metal, I'm going from eta 5 to eta 3 metal, then what happens, the other ring becomes aromatic. इसको हम बोलते हैं aromatic switch. Now you see at this point eta 5 was over here, मतलब all the this ring is going to be aromatic. जैसे ही eta 3 हुआ, the next ring got the aromatics became aromatic. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Because obvious सी बात है, when you are using 5 of these electrons, then it is going to be used up by this ring. But when you are only using 3 of these electrons, then this ring is going to be aromatic absolutely. तो ये जो aromatic switch है, because of this switch, the aromaticity is not lost. Aromaticity is not lost. And that is why you are going to have a faster reaction as compared to in this. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Loss of aromaticity. Okay, so because of the loss of aromaticity in going from eta 5 to eta 3, this reaction is going to be much slower. किसके लिए? सिंपल CP के लिए. जहाँ इंडेनाइल लेते हैं eta 5 इंडेनाइल, this reaction will be very fast because it is going to be doing a aromaticity switch. Very beautiful, बहुत अच्छा concept है. Alright, चलो let's move onwards. We also have seen for various ligands. For example, just in case अगर future में आपको fluoronyl ligand पूछ लिया, which is nothing but one more ring into the indenyl, right? So if sometime this fluoronyl complex is asked, how are you going to answer? With the rate of substitution. So relative rate of substitution हमने देखा है यहाँ पे, that whenever you are having a simple CP, let's take it as a standard to be equals to 1. Alright, we are taking this as a standard. Now when we go back and we see कि हमने CP star ले लिया है where all the carbons are methylated, the reaction is going to be slower. Why is the reaction slower? क्योंकि हम सिर्फ एक particular complex की बात कर रहे हैं इसीलिए. Alright, so comparison of cyclopentadienyl and related ligands for ligand substitution of manganese based complex, eta 5 CP and CO whole 3 complex, right? तो इसके लिए हमें इसका सबसे ज़्यादा fast मिला है, and this is slow as compared to CP. Then we move onwards to indenyl. It is absolutely going to be very fast. Look at this, 3 into 10 raised to 8. 3.8 into 10 raised to 8. फिर हम आगे चले गए fluoronyl पे. There are two big rings which can resonate. So 10 raised to 10 is going to be the rate of reaction for the fluoronyl. Okay, so yes guys, it depends on the ligand structure also, ki whether it is going to stabilize the excess of charge or not. So guys, now we are going to talk about like 2-3 important examples of hapticity change in other ligands like pentadienyl ligands, like in allyl ligands. I am 100% sure that till now you have like understood how the hapticity is changing, why it is changing. Alright, तो उसका हम और भी example देख लेते हैं. First of all, over here, hapticity change in the pentadienyl ligand. So we have seen this hapticity change for the eta 5 system. Eta 5 system में कौन आता है? Cyclic CP ring, alright, having a negative charge or having a negative charge like this. But this is an open system, open eta 5 system, right? So when we are having this kind of a ligand over here, what is this? This is 1,4 diene compound having a negative anion of the 1,4 diene compound. अब ये भी eta 5 hapticity से connect हो सकता है to the metal rhenium, for example. Now let's count the number of electron for this system. Here it is going to be 5 plus rhenium is there in the manganese group, right? So 7 plus 6 electrons for the carbonyl. So this is going to be 18 electron. Now this system is already 18 electron. We don't have a possibility of migratory insertion or anything. तो एक ही possibility है eta 5 से eta 3 hapticity can change. When that happens, it will create a vacancy. Now after creating that vacancy, phosphine can add and again it becomes an 18 electron system. This was also 18. Hapticity change karke phosphine got added, again 18 system. Now a carbonyl is going to be removed because this system will be a better pi acceptor as well as a donor. तो ये यही कोशिश करेगा that the carbonyl gets removed and you are going to have back your eta 5 system. Okay, but there's a clause. If you are having excess of the phosphine, अगर आपके पास excess phosphine नहीं है, मान लो, if you are not having the excess of phosphine, then this compound is simply going to replace one carbonyl ligand with the phosphine. That's it. That's it. This is going to be your product. One carbonyl replaced by one phosphine. ठीक है? लेकिन अगर excess of phosphine दिया है, then that excess of phosphine can make the hapticity change go from eta 5 all the way to eta 1. It is possible for this open system. यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? The complex has now become octahedral. पहले क्या था? It was a tetrahedral system. Okay. Now it has become octahedral. There are 3 phosphines connected and it has become eta 1. But this kind of a change we don't observe naturally when there is a CP ligand present. क्योंकि आपको पता है that this is a cyclic system. It's a cyclic aromatic system. It would not prefer to go from eta 5 to eta 3 to eta 1. इसको possible ही नहीं है because then the aromaticity is completely destroyed. Okay. So these kind of change of eta 5, eta 3, eta 1 can only happen and they will happen fast in the acyclic system, not in the cyclic system. ये चीज possible ही नहीं है, but this is possible. Please be aware of this. Don't do the same reaction in the case of CP. ठीक है, गलत हो जाएगा. चलो. So now we move onwards to another example. Now let's also remove this because this has no use as of now. Chalo. So we talk about another system, that is hapticity change in the allyl ligands in the associative mechanism. So all the changes are hapticity changes take place in the associative mechanism only. ठीक है? So yes, here you see the manganese is connected to eta 3 allyl system. Count the number of electron 3 plus 7 plus 2, 4, 6 and 8. So again 18 electron system already stable. इसको हमने क्या करना है? We want to, let's say, do a ligand substitution. So what are we going to do? There is association taking place. I want to add this ligand over here, which is a 2 electron donor. So what I'll do is I will change the hapticity from eta 3 to eta 1, create a vacancy. What is this? It's a vacant orbital. I know it's not very beautiful, but it creates a vacancy and now the ligand can add. All right. After the, have I not added the ligand? I should add the ligand. Yes. So the ligand is going to add like this. And after that, the hapticity may change to eta 1 if the carbonyl is lost in the thermal or photochemical condition, right? So it can regain the eta 3 hapticity. So it can regain the eta 3 hapticity when I am not taking the excess of the ligand. If I am taking the excess of ligands, then it will again change to eta 1 just like the previous one. ओके अगर सिंपल एक लिगेंड सब्स्टिट्यूशन करना है तो दिस इज गोइंग टू कम बैक टू द सेम हैप्टिसिटी एज द बिगिनिंग वन. ओके यस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आगे चलते हैं. लेट्स सी मोर एंड मोर एग्जांपल्स. नाउ हियर वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द डिसोसिएटिव मैकेनिज्म. So you have seen the dissociative mechanism usually happens for the octahedral system. नहीं तो सबके लिए ज्यादातर associative ही चलता है. But for octahedral molecules complexes we use the dissociative mechanism. All right. We take a molybdenum complex, molybdenum hexacarbonyl. You know it's a homoleptic complex. molybdenum chromium के ग्रुप में है तो obviously 18 electron system है. इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ लाइट फॉर एग्जाम्पल या फिर आप हीट भी ले सकते हो नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. सो इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ अ हीट और लाइट दैट इज यू डेफिनेटली नीड सम एक्टिवेशन. ऐसे ही तो छोड़ेगा नहीं कार्बोनिल. तो it is going to lose a carbonyl. The first step is going to be a slow step. As always, it is like a SN1 type mechanism. Gets you a 16 electron square pyramidal complex. After that, the incoming nucleophile is going to attack and give you this complex, which is going to be a fast reaction. All right. तो ये बहुत बेसिक सी चीज है, आपने बहुत बार देखी है ये. The same is going to happen for this nickel tetracarbonyl over here because even though it is tetrahedral, it is following the 18 electron rule. तो जो 18 electron rule follow करते हैं and where there is the alpha migratory insertion, hapticity change, all of these side things are not possible, तो dissociative mechanism से ही जाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, right. So now it has lost one of the carbonyls in the presence of a solvent to give you a solvent coordinated nickel tricarbonyl. No problem if you mention the solvent, if you don't mention and it's fine. यहाँ पे भी इसको solvent stabilize कर रहा है. ठीक है. First step is always slow and the second step, that is the attack of the phosphine, is always fast to give you the substituted product, which is again going to be tetrahedral, no doubt in that, like this. Alright, this is how it is going to go. Now let's move onwards. We see few more examples of dissociation, carbonyl dissociation. ठीक है. So by dissociation we mean, see this example we have seen before already. I told you कि यहाँ पे जब ये heat करने से दो carbonyl निकल जाता है, there is a change in the bond order of molybdenum 1 to 3. I made you do this question, right? Right. So another reaction where the carbonyl dissociation can take place is like this in the presence of heat or light. But what will happen if you still have this system after dissociation? If you are still having this कि दो carbonyl निकल गए, मतलब per molybdenum one carbonyl eliminated. That means now per molybdenum how many electrons are present? 5 for the Cp, 4 for the carbonyl, 6 for molybdenum and 1 each from the metal bond. तो इतने इलेक्ट्रॉन दोनों के पास होने चाहिए. कितने हो जाएंगे ये? It is only 16 electrons. Both of these metals are going to be 16 electron system. That is why they have to increase the bond order to finally become an 18 electron system. So this is another possibility how the molecule is going to cope with dissociation. ठीक है, एक और एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं. आयरन पेंटाकार्बोनिल ले लिया हमने. So iron pentacarbonyl eliminating one of the carbonyls in the presence of heat is going to become iron tetracarbonyl FeCO4 fragment, and you know it is going to be how many? 16 electron system. ये हमने isolobal analogy में बहुत बार count कर लिया, so we are not going to count anymore, and it needs 2 more electrons which it is going to get by the phosphine. So this is how your product is going to be. Very simple. These are like simple reaction, कुछ नहीं है इनमें. ठीक है. एक अच्छा रिएक्शन मैंने देखा बुक में एंड आई थॉट आई शुड टेक दिस. इट इज शोइंग यू दैट racemization is also possible for chiral organometallic complexes by dissociation mechanism. This D is for dissociative. तो ये तो हमने सोचा ही नहीं that what if the questioner is asking you that what if a chiral organometallic compound is reacting? See, this is manganese is chiral because it is having all 4 different groups. ठीक है. So now if this reacts in the presence of heat or let's say normal temperature पे भी इसको react करना है. How many electrons are present? 5 for Cp, 7 for manganese, 2 for phosphine and only 1 for this acyl क्योंकि ये anion है. एंड लेट्स से 3 फॉर द नाइट्रोसिल. ठीक है, काउंट करके देखते हैं. अच्छा ये 13 नहीं है. दिस इज 1 plus 3. ओके, so 7 plus 3 is going to be 10. 5 and 3 is 8. So 18 electron system if you are taking the nitrosyl to be linear. Okay. 18 electron system, you cannot have a migratory insertion. You cannot have a hapticity change. You know, whenever you see the eta 5 CP, ये बहुत reluctant है. It is very reluctant to do hapticity change. Alright, and if in this reaction, let's say what I'm doing is, मुझे क्या करना है, racemization करना है. So I have to like eliminate one of the phosphine. But for example, I want to add something to this molecule and want to do a ligand exchange. अगर मुझे, if I want to do, if I want a ligand exchange in such reaction, in such structures, in such compounds, then a ligand will leave, a ligand will dissociate, a ligand will dissociate rather than CP going from eta 5 to eta 3. That is not going to happen easily. CP बिल्कुल भी नहीं हिलने वाला है, eta 5 से eta 3 नहीं जाएगा. You might have to lose a ligand, that's fine, but it is not going to go. So phosphine is going to leave and it becomes a 16 electron species. Okay, so अब जब 16 electron species है and only 3 ligands are connected to manganese, then that 3 ligands वाली जो condition है, isn't it looking like a sp2 carbon which can become planar like this? It is planar only. sp2 carbon. अभी इसके दोनों तरफ से अटैक हो सकता है, from here also, from here also, right? Or it, you can say it is behaving like a carbonyl. तो अब जो ये face हो गए, the two faces are becoming a prochiral face, isn't it? These faces are becoming a prochiral face. That is, from either of the face you can do an attack and that's going to give you a chiral compound. So ये देखो, if the phosphine attacks back from the same position, you are going to get one molecule. But if the phosphine attacks from the opposite side, you are going to get the enantiomer of that. तो ये basically चल क्या रहा है? We are removing phosphine, then we are adding phosphine. ये कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, guys. This is the racemization process, and we are just describing that how is this racemization taking place. ये तो pure compound था ना? We started from a pure enantiomer. Alright, and how are you getting 50-50% of both of the enantiomer? How is that possible? Because itself it is undergoing racemization through a dissociative mechanism. Okay, that is why the question, this part is important. Organometallic compound में भी racemization होता है. Okay, yes, new concept. Now, enough about the reactions. Reactions के बारे में हमने बात कर ली है. Now we are going to explore the stereochemical aspects of some molecules. ये देखो. First thing, stereochemical non-rigidity in organometallic compound. देखो, non-rigidity is a broad term. Non-rigidity के अंडर में बहुत चीजें आती है. Fluctionality, ring whizzing, and let's say changing of the donor atom या फिर changing of the donor pi bond. तो वो बहुत सारी अलग अलग चीजें हैं. Non-rigidity means something which is not fixed, something which is not static, which keeps on changing. Alright, so that keeps on changing. That is non-rigid. अब किस तरीके से change हो रहा है, that we will see. So let's say we are talking about fluctionality. Okay, what is fluctionality? When, see, you fluctionality बोलते ही TVP structure याद आ जाता है. That you are having, let's say, PF5 structure, you will say कि ma'am all the positions are not equivalent. तो जहाँ पे geometry में, in the geometry where you are not having a equivalent position, these positions are not equivalent, so they might have a change in the position. These atoms can rotate and have a change in their position. इसी को fluctionality बोलते हैं. Why is it arising? Because the geometry is not same. इसका जो pd orbital का hybridization है और इसका sp2 orbital का hybridization है. So because of the difference in the nature of binding orbitals, this kind of a rotation is taking place. So that is non-fluctionality for you. But it is not only shown in the TBP structure, it is also shown in many other systems. We are going to talk about that too. And the most important part is the proton NMR, because from these direct questions are being made in the exam. मैं आपको prove कर दूंगी, लास्ट में BD गुप्ता के question करेंगे हम. From the book itself, see, I never encourage you all to just blindly follow my lectures. I always encourage that you go through the books. I even tell you कि मैंने कौन से book से कौन सा content लिया है, so that you are not just blindly following me or any other educator. This is my priority, guys, कि किसी को blindly follow मत करो. Just go through the books and see for yourself that there is a lot more content which you have not yet seen. ठीक है, तो book के questions देखा करो थोड़े. Now moving onwards, the first thing, ring whizzing of eta 1 CP complex. This is very very interesting. It is very interesting, I'm telling you. देखो हो क्या रहा है, I have a molecule, I have a complex in which iron is connected to two CP rings. One is eta 5, 5 electron for this, 8 iron, 4 carbonyl के लिए हो गए, and only one eta 1 for this CP, like this. So how much is this going to be? 9 plus 9 is 18 electron system. Yes. So if it is an 18 electron system, and if we want to, let's say, check the proton NMR spectra of this, what do you expect should happen? इसका proton NMR spectra लेंगे तो क्या मिलेगा? Okay, just stop the video and first write your expectations. Then only you will understand what is happening. Don't just listen to me saying things. Okay, so what do we expect? हम ऐसे expect करते हैं that, you know, this CP ring over here, since it is like facing all the protons, they are like far away, क्योंकि कोई sigma bond तो है नहीं to a particular carbon. All the 5 carbons are contributing to the bond, so all the 5 hydrogens are equivalent. So we expect one signal for CP. ठीक है, only one proton signal for CP. Then we expect कि यहाँ पे एक sigma plane होना चाहिए. There is a sigma plane over here. So H1, this H1 and this H1 are same. This H2 and this H2 are also same. And this is something different क्योंकि ये common है तो इसको हम HX लिख देते हैं for example. So HX is to H1 is to H2. इनका रेशियो क्या होना चाहिए? 1:2:2. ये रेशियो होना चाहिए, isn't it? And you should get like different peaks for all of these. ठीक है? And where do we expect this happening? Normally at the spectra, जो भी temperature पे record हो रहा है ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. This is what we expect. What is actually happening? Let's see. At minus 80 degrees centigrade, that is at a very low temperature. Why are we taking such low temperature? Because we want all the motion in the molecule to stop and just let us record the spectrum. So at this low temperature, the proton NMR shows a singlet for the CP in the range 3.0 to 5 ppm. Correct. क्योंकि एक singlet ही आना चाहिए इसके लिए, because all these protons are same. Whether the ring is moving or whether it is not moving, all the protons are same. So one signal for CP, singlet for CP, correct. And A dash BB dash multiplet spectrum for 4 protons of eta 1 CP in the range of 6.0 से 6.2 ppm. So what is it saying? A dash BB dash multiplet spectrum. अब देखो ये वाले जो दोनों प्रोटॉन है H1 and H2. So H1, if you just check that there are going to be 2 H1s which are actually split by H2. तो इसके लिए एक डबलेट आना चाहिए, इसके H2 के लिए भी डबलेट आना चाहिए. So we are getting that pattern. And for 4 protons, 1 2 3 4, these 4 protons, correct. It is also correct. That is what we expected क्योंकि obviously डबलेट तो आएगा ही, split करेगा ही. And this is going to be in a higher range. All right, like this. Singlet of relative intensity 1 at a lower delta value for the C1 proton. अब ये जो C1 proton है to which the iron is directly connected, this should show you a singlet. Okay, why is it going to show you a singlet? Because these are like a little bit far away. तो okay, ठीक है, मान लो singlet मिल जाएगा. Now, what is happening? The ratio is also same, 1 is to 2 is to 2, but this is happening at a very low temperature, minus 80 degree centigrade पे हो रहा है. This is happening at minus 80 degree centigrade. Let's say, तो इतना ज़्यादा कम टेम्परेचर पे ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Why not at room temperature? At room temperature, what is happening? Only two singlets of almost equal intensity. What does that mean? Why are we having only two? Signals भी नहीं, वो भी singlet. दो singlet कैसे आए? What is ring whizzing actually? Ring whizzing means that once at one point, this iron is connected from this particular carbon. इस कार्बन से ये आयरन कनेक्टेड है. लेट्स से आई एम मार्किंग दिस कार्बन एज अ स्टार. मैंने इसको स्टार मार्क कर दिया. what is happening at room temperature? The molecule is having enough energy to cause a shift. क्या shift करा? Let's say I'm doing a 1-3 shift like this. Let's say I am doing a 1-3 shift in the molecule, and then that will going to be the hydrogen came up over here, the double bonds came over here. अब लेकिन obvious सी बात है कि iron is only connected to that carbon which is going to be having one hydrogen क्योंकि ये eta 1 hapticity है. But our actually isotopic labeled carbon went over there. So this is a 1-3 shift taking place, isn't it? Yes or no? This hydrogen 1, this is 1, 2, 3. 1-3 shift हो गया है. After that 1-3 shift, the bonding has changed. You do one more 1-3 shift on this side. Then what will happen? Then the bonds are going to be like this. अब ये hydrogen और Fe यहाँ पे connect हो गए हैं because it is eta 1, right? So after these shifts, you will realize that shift होने के बाद में isotopic carbon, the third carbon, and from there the third carbon, all these carbon should be same. Yes, because they are doing this shift and they are becoming same. Right? इसी को ring whizzing बोलते हैं. Iron is connected at one point, but that keeps on changing constantly. It is changing. The ligand is doing a whizzing. उसको ring whizzing बोलते हैं. Ring whizzing of eta 1 CP complex. How is it whizzing? I just showed you a 1-3 shift. ये देखो मैंने आपको 1-3 shift करके दिखाया. This is the metal, this is the hydrogen, and I showed you by taking the carbon to be isotopically labeled. Then only we can detect. अगर आप उसको label नहीं करोगे, you will not be able to detect. Here I've taken A B B A like this, so that you can like detect the change which is taking place. Okay. You can also do a 1-2 shift. अब 1-2 shift के बाद में क्या होता है? You know, after the 1-2 shift, the adjacent carbons start becoming same. ठीक है? So at room temperature, two singlets of almost equal intensity. One singlet is for CP, which was singlet at the lower temperature also, but this is going to remain the same. ठीक है? No change. The other singlet is for eta 1 CP. It is for eta 1 CP. Why? Because this eta 1 CP is going to have these hydrogens rendered same because of the ring whizzing. मतलब ये obviously eta 1 है, but the ring keeps on changing. That's why, because of this shift. One singlet for eta 1 CP. शिफ्ट्स की वजह से कौन से शिफ्ट्स हो रहे हैं? आइदर 1-3 शिफ्ट और 1-2 शिफ्ट. बिकॉज ऑफ दीज शिफ्ट्स दीज विल बी डूइंग अ रिंग विजिंग और उसकी वजह से ओनली ऑल द प्रोटॉन्स विल बिकम सेम. सो अनदर सिंगलेट फॉर दिस इज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ रिंग विजिंग. सो थ्रू अ eta 1 बॉन्ड, थ्रू अ कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड, दे कीप ऑन चेंजिंग. और ये क्या कर रहा है? ये तो आपको पता ही, ये तो गोल गोल घूम रहा है. सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज ऑल द प्रोटॉन्स आर सेम. But that is rotating through the pi bond, not the sigma bond. This one is through the sigma bond. Now let's move onwards and check this concept for a further explanation. I have now taken the indenyl complex. ये मैंने ले लिया यहाँ पे indenyl. You know, indenyl one further confirms that this is actually happening. So, you know, in the indenyl complex, I have again taken the same thing. Eta 5 CP, 2 carbonyls, and eta 1 indenyl this time. So what should I get? You know, After doing the 1,3 shift, I get that this iron can connect over to this carbon. It can also connect over to this carbon, right? It is not changing the hapticity over here. इस center में ये hapticity change नहीं कर रहा. It is just like traveling from one carbon to another at the third position. ठीक है? By doing a 1,3 shift. By doing a 1,2 shift, you can see it is traveling from the first carbon to the second, but the hapticity remains the same. ठीक है? ये ओ xylylene इंटरमीडिएट बोलते हैं इसको, क्योंकि ये सेकंड पोजीशन पे आ गया इसलिए. देन अगेन इट इज गोइंग टू चेंज एंड द पाई बॉन्ड इज ओवर हियर. सो व्हाट डज दिस सिग्निफाई? दिस सिग्निफाइज और दिस प्रूव्स दैट इस तरीके के शिफ्ट हो रहे हैं, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दी शिफ्ट you are actually getting the eta 1 cp to become have the same signal, only one singlet at a room temperature. Okay, so that is why we have like taken this as an example to prove this concept. आगे चलते हैं. बहुत interesting concept है, but we have more. All right, there is more. So what is happening? Let's see with this example. Interchange of eta 1 cp and eta 1 cp rings. Two of the rings are interchanging. So let's see what's going on. ये देखो, ये complex देखो. I have titanium Cp2. ये देखो eta 5 Cp whole 2 and eta 1 Cp whole 2 titanium. Right? This is the kind of complex that I have. Now what is happening over here? What is the spectrum that you do expect? फिर से stop करो, खुद से सोचो, बताओ क्या expect करते हो. We expect that these two rings are going to have only one hydrogen, right? Why? Because these are like eta 5, so they are going to have all the hydrogen same. Okay, no problem. लेकिन इन दोनों रिंग के अलग अलग होने चाहिए. The same thing. The hydrogen over here and these two hydrogen, they should be different. But now we have got the concept of ring whizzing. So we will say no, these are also going to be all same at room temperature. Right? चलो, तो फिर कितने होने चाहिए? कम से कम 3 signals. One signal for the 2 CP, one signal for this, one signal for this. इतना तो होना ही चाहिए. ठीक है? But what we actually have, let's see. What we actually have at minus 27 degrees centigrade, which is like a low temperature, molecule freezes. Here the complex shows its actual spectrum. Only two sharp singlets. Only two sharp singlet at 5.9 and 5.2 ppm. So we were expecting कि चलो कुछ तो अलग अलग होगा, लेकिन one singlet is for the 2 CP, let's say eta 2 CP, and one singlet is for the eta 1 CP, because the ring whizzing is taking place for the eta 1, तो इसलिए ये भी same हो गया है. चलो, correct, we have now got the concept of ring whizzing. ये ठीक है. At 26 degrees both peaks broaden. दो जो peak आ रही है हमारे पास, जो single peak थी, they broaden. All right, they are like, there are two peaks like this. At minus 27 degrees centigrade, they are going to broaden like this, and you are kind of getting these two peaks like this at plus 26 degrees centigrade, and then at 62 degrees centigrade, you're just going to get a one sharp peak. What is happening? At 62 degrees centigrade, only one sharp single peak, singlet. Why? Because there is a new concept कि रिंग विजिंग तक था, वो समझ में आ गया that all the protons on this particular ring are same, and here all the protons are same because it is rotating through the pi bond. Now why or how you are getting only one sharp singlet? Because the eta 1, the eta 5 and the eta 1, they are also exchanging places. They are exchanging positions very fast that the proton NMR spectrum cannot catch. तो इसका मतलब मैंने क्या लिखा है? देखो, this ring is eta 5, but here I have written this ring to be eta 1. This is eta 5 same. This is eta 1, this becomes eta 5. Got it? That the rings are also constantly changing the hapticity. Okay, so उसके लिए क्या हो जाएगा? 62 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे only one sharp singlet. This is awesome. Very awesome example, this one. All right, चलो आगे. Next example. We talk about allyl complexes. So we look at the allyl complex over here and what do we expect. देखो ये हमारा allyl complex है for example and we have seen this very frequently in the case of manganese. हमने देखा eta3 allyl. So what do we expect for the allyl system? We expect that there is only one hydrogen over here. At a lower temperature, let's say, we expect that this is hydrogen 1, hydrogen 2, this is hydrogen 1, this is 2. So there is going to be a sigma plane like this and we expect कि यहाँ पे ये दोनों same होने चाहिए and we expect कि ये दोनों भी same होने चाहिए. However, there should be 3 protons, 3 hydrogens at low temperature. This is what we usually expect. तो वो देखते हैं क्या हो रहा है. ठीक है. So at room temperature what we get, let's see. At room temperature we are having HA, HS, AS और C. चलो अलग अलग नेम दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे. So yes, because of this sigma plane, this is HA and this is HS, this is correct. So 2 and 1. Chalo, 4 and 1 like this. Yeah. So now this HA is different and HS is different. इस type के हम proton को on the same carbon you're having different protons. We call it diastereotopic protons. Okay. HA is going to split HS into a doublet. HS is going to split HA into a doublet. And both of these split are going, both of these HA and HS are going to split the HC into how much? 4 है तो 4 plus 1 it should be a quintet. ठीक है. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking like a 6. But it is actually supposed to be a quintet. Okay. Yes. So that is exactly what is happening. We are having a HA which is a doublet. We are having HS which is also a doublet. But for the HC, that is the middle proton, it is going to be a quintet. Okay, correct. Now that was at room temperature. ठीक है, अभी ये room temperature पे हो रहा था because it is like fixed. Okay. Now, what is the ratio? The ratio is going to be 2:1 like this. HA and HS 2:2:1 ऐसा होना चाहिए. All right. Now, what further is going to happen? Now, here we see the higher temperature. At higher temperature, what happens? It is a fluxional process is going on. अभी जो fluxional process है, this results in HA and HS becoming equivalent, resulting in a single doublet. Means that it is constantly like moving. These two HA and HS, these are interchanging between each other. अगर ये दोनों interchange कर रहे हैं between each other, then all the 4 hydrogens are same. If all these 4 hydrogens are same, they are only going to be split by the HC. So yes, they are going to be only split by the HC and you are only going to get a single doublet. ठीक है, और ये चारों इसको split करेंगे to get a quintet. So at a higher temperature, you know, there is a clause. इन सारे questions के लिए बहुत ही ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है कि हम ये समझें कि what is the fluxional and non-fluxional state. So this is the fluxional state. At a higher temperature, we are going to see a fluxional state and at a lower temperature it's in the non-fluxional state. I guess that I have made you do a question on this and in that question I'll take the question again once. If I have given you the incorrect answer, I'll just correct myself कि उसका जो non-fluxional state में answer था, that will be you are going to get 3 signals, a doublet, and a quintet, and the ratio is going to be 2:2:1. Okay, and at higher temperature in the fluxional state, it is going to be 4:1. ठीक है, तो ये आप थोड़ा सा चेंज करना उस क्वेश्चन में जो मैंने प्रीवियस एक सेशन में करा दिया है. I already made you do this question, okay? So just make this change. 2:2:1 in the non-fluxional state and 4:1 in the fluxional state for this particular allyl complex. ठीक है, allyl complex of manganese was the question, right? So that's why guys these questions are very important क्योंकि सारे आ चुके हैं PYQ के अंदर. Now one important and a new concept over here that you will see. We haven't yet got this into any question, but this is important nonetheless. Allyne complexes. So when you are connecting the system to allyne like this, ये हमने सोचा कि ये क्या है, ये टेट्रामीथाइल एलिन आयरन टेट्राकार्बोनिल कॉम्प्लेक्स है. ठीक है. नाउ If we take the proton NMR of this system, the spectrum at a lower temperature 273 Kelvin, मतलब ये -60 या lower temperature है, in the carbon disulfide exhibits three singlet at 2.07, all right, 2.00 and 1.77 in the ratio of 1:2:2. ये किसके लिए है? 1 methyl representing 3 cis and 3 trans hydrogen. See, for example, this iron is present, let's say, on the above side, coordinating above side. तो ये जो methyl है ये इसको cis हो जाएंगे, ये methyl इसको trans हो जाएंगे. So 3 of these are getting into 1:1 ratio. And these 6 which are on a plane which is perpendicular to iron, they are going to be showing you a value of 1.77 in the ratio 1:1:2. तो ये हो गया at a lower temperature. At room temperature, what happens? The spectrum collapses into a single resonance at the delta value 1.84 for the average of 12 hydrogen. ये जितने भी हैं 6 यहाँ और 6 यहाँ, सबका एक ही वैल्यू आएगा 1.84. How is that possible? This is possible because if the iron changes and coordinates at a time on this alkene system, then these two are going to be cis and trans like that, and if coordinates to this alkene, then these are going to be cis and trans. तो इसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है, ये फ्लक्शनैलिटी की वजह से और द माइग्रेशन ऑफ आयरन एटम की वजह से both of the all the surrounding protons are becoming same. That's why only giving you one peak. So you see guys, why is it important? Because at lower temperature it's giving you 3 different proton values, at higher temperature or room temperature only one value. That is why it is important. ठीक है, अब लास्ट एक एग्जाम्पल हम कर लेते हैं यहाँ पे. आफ्टर दिस विल बी सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन. स्क्रैम्बलिंग ऑफ कार्बोनिल ग्रुप इन द मेटल कार्बोनिल्स. व्हाट इज स्क्रैम्बलिंग? स्क्रैम्बलिंग मतलब कि जस्ट चेंजिंग पोजिशन. ठीक है, सो यू हैव ऑलरेडी सीन दिस कॉम्प्लेक्स, राइट? ये कॉम्प्लेक्स हमने देखा था इन द 18 इलेक्ट्रॉन रूल चैप्टर, राइट? So what is happening? Cp2FeCO whole 4 exists as a 1:1 mixture of cis and trans isomer, where you see that one carbonyl is terminal and the other carbonyl is bridging. ठीक है? Now what is the proton NMR that we expect for this molecule? या फिर let's say हाँ proton NMR हम ये देखेंगे that there are 2 Cp rings. So these two signals are expected since cis and trans Cp should appear at different ppm values, क्योंकि यहाँ पे same side पे है, यहाँ पे opposite side पे है. So definitely a difference in environment. One signal for this, another signal for this. Okay, 2 single peaks, right? However, only one signal appears at room temperature. ये है +28 degree centigrade. This is the room temperature situation. You only see one sharp peak. What is happening? अच्छा लोअर टेम्परेचर पे देखते हैं. चलो -70 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, वन पीक अनदर पीक फॉर 2 डिफरेंट सीपी. एक सीपी जो सिस का है उसका अलग वैल्यू है, बिकॉज इन द सिस यू आर हैविंग अ सिग्मा प्लेन लाइक दिस. सो फाइन, बोथ ऑफ दीज आर सेम. इन द ट्रांस you are having another value because there is a C2 axis over here in the trans compound. So these two rings are same, but cis और trans की value अलग आनी चाहिए, और अलग आ भी रही है at lower temperature for cis and trans compound. At -53, it's like too broad. It's like they are coming close. Okay, इसका मतलब क्या है? ज़्यादा difference नहीं है in the frequencies. At -44, it's like become a broad sharp peak. It's like become a broad peak, and +28 degree centigrade has become just one very sharp peak. So what is happening? क्या हो रहा है? Definitely interchange हो रहा होगा. That is why there is no particular separate concentration of the cis or the trans complex, right? So that's why ये जो interconversion होता है cis to trans interconversion of eta5Cp FeCO whole twice, this is doing an interconversion. कैसे? ये देखो, let's say I'm marking these carbonyl carbon. Why? I need to know ना ये कहाँ गए. तो चलो मैंने मार्क कर दिया इनको. After opening the bond, let's say I'm opening this bond over here because obviously they are going to give the same number of electron, भले ही वो bridging हो या terminal हो. After doing the ring conversion, मैंने इसको घुमा दिया bond को. After rotating this bond, these two carbonyls are going to, let's say, come on this side. चलो कोई बात नहीं, यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं इसको, दोनों CP opposite चले गए. Fine, CP has gone opposite. That is what we wanted. And now they are coordinating from these two carbonyls over here. Let's say. तो ये दोनों trans चले गए अभी. And these two, they have like bonded. So this, this conversion is taking place constantly at a higher temperature. At lower temperature, what would happen? The conversion stops. The nature of the molecule becomes static. So that's why you have cis and trans. जैसे जैसे टेम्परेचर बढ़ाते जाओगे कन्वर्शन इंक्रीज होता जाएगा. एट अ वेरी हाई टेम्परेचर इट इज कंप्लीटली फुल्ली कन्वर्टिंग, सो ओनली वन सिंगल पीक, राइट. दैट्स व्हाई at 28 degree centigrade only one sharp singlet for both the CP. So guys, questions करने हैं हमें इस concept पे, but we are going to do that in the next session tomorrow. I hope that you are liking all of these examples. Please take note and definitely books are very important. So books से अगर आपने question solve नहीं किए हैं, please do, and please send your doubts on the WhatsApp group. Okay, it is available 24/7 for all of you, and keep practicing. I'll see you all soon.